A moral stories.
Even today, the sea tells a story. Its waves do not carry only water. They carry the ancient voices of time. Every wave hides a mystery. And among those mysteries lies this timeless tale. Why is the sea water salty? This is not just a folk tale. It is a mirror, reflecting two of humanity's strongest emotions: greed and contentment. This story teaches us that sometimes it is not unfulfilled desires, but uncontrolled desires that lead to destruction. And our story begins. Between lush green fields stood a beautiful village. In that village lived two brothers, Raghav and Mohan. Raghav, the elder brother, was wealthy and powerful, yet his heart was as empty as a dried up well. Mohan, the younger brother, was poor but kind. His house was made of mud, but his heart shone brighter than gold. Mohan worked in the fields, helped the villagers, and always wore a gentle smile. Raghav often laughed and said, "Mohan, what do you gain from hard work? If you want money, you need clever tricks." Mohan would smile calmly and reply, "Brother, peace doesn't come from tricks. It comes from honesty." One cold evening, there was not even a single piece of bread in Mohan's house. The children cried from hunger. Mohan's wife said sadly, "What will we eat tonight?" Mohan had no answer. He silently stared at the dying fire in the stove. Suddenly, there was a soft knock on the door. Mohan stepped outside and saw an old traveler standing there, shivering from the cold. "Son," the old man said, "could you give me some warmth and a little water?" Mohan had nothing, yet he gave the traveler his last piece of bread and a cup of warm water. The old man's eyes sparkled. "You fed me when you were hungry, gave me warmth in the cold, and showed kindness without being asked. I shall bless you." From his bag, he took out a small, shining mill. "This is a magic mill. Say, 'Mill, mill, give me food,' and it will give you whatever you ask for. But remember, the stopping spell is, 'Stop now, mill.' That is enough." Having said this, the old man suddenly vanished, as if he were not human, but a divine force. That night, Mohan lit a lamp, placed the magic mill before him, and softly said, "Mill, mill, give me food." In an instant, hot breads, sweets, fruits, and delicious dishes filled the house. The children laughed with joy. Tears flowed from his wife's eyes. Mohan thanked God. From that day on, Mohan took only what he needed and shared the rest with the poor villagers. People began to say, "Mohan truly is God's own man." But inside Raghav, the web of jealousy slowly began to grow. A few days later, Raghav called Mohan and asked, "Brother, how did you suddenly become so happy and prosperous?" Mohan told him everything. The old traveler, the kindness, and the magic mill. Raghav's eyes gleamed with greed. "I am going across the sea for trade," he said. "Lend me the mill for a few days." Mohan thought, "My brother is asking for help, how can I refuse?" He handed over the mill and warned him, "Brother, the command to start is easy, but never forget the words to stop it." Raghav nodded, but blinded by greed, Those words never stayed in his mind. Raghav's ship reached the middle of the sea. The ocean wind was strong. The sailors sat down to eat. Suddenly one of them said, "There's no salt in the food." Raghav laughed loudly. "Salt? I have a magic mill." He placed the mill in the center and said, "Mill, mill, give me salt." The mill began to turn. Slowly. Then faster. And faster still. Salt poured out. First into the bowl. Then onto the table. And soon all over the ship. The sailors panicked. "Stop it. Make it stop." Raghav shouted, "Stop. Stop now." But what were the magic words? He couldn't remember. The mill did not stop. The salt kept piling up. The ship grew heavier. Water rushed inside. And then, the ship sunk into the sea. Raghav screamed in terror. But the mill fell to the ocean floor. And even today, it keeps grinding salt. And that is why the sea water became salty. When the villagers heard about the shipwreck, Mohan's eyes filled with tears. "Brother, if only you had learned contentment." He had lost the mill. He had lost his brother. But a deep truth settled in his heart. When children asked him, "Uncle, why is the sea salty?" Mohan would smile gently and say, "When a person forgets to say enough, even a blessing turns into a curse." And even today, every wave, every shore, every storm repeats the same lesson. Greed sinks the boat, but contentment brings you safely to shore. Moral of the story: every gain earned through greed eventually turns into loss. Contentment is the greatest wealth of all. If you enjoyed this story, why is the sea water salty? Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to enjoy more heart-touching moral stories like this.